Hi and welcome to my channel. Now, normally I do i5 videos, but I took a little bit of a break from that for the time being. And this has come to me. It's a present actually from my son-in-law, and he bought me this. He always gets me something from Father's Day, just a little thing. And I thought you may be interested in this. This is kind of like a present. Maybe you could get someone for a birthday, a Father's Day, a Christmas, something like that. Something not that expensive. That's a bit unique, a bit unusual. This is a word clock, and you'll see it in action. We'll obviously write it up. It's by, I'm not going to pronounce that, Auraglow is it? I'll stick it up at the bottom of the screen there so you can see it. There's the instructions. Comes in a little box like this, and it comes with just a lead here, just a USB lead. It hasn't got no power supply, so you have to get your own power supply, something like a phone charger, something like that. A 5 volt 1 amp power supply, like I say, a phone charger, a USB one. It'd be fine. I've just used this power brick here. It does say you can use a power brick. This is an Anchor one. It's got a reasonable amount of charge to it, but even so, this only lasts about a day. So it does say you can use a power brick, but it's not going to last that long, not unless you want to keep charging it up every day and keep setting the time every day. So I recommend you use a proper socket, a proper one that plugs into the mains. Like I say, a phone charger or something like that, 1 amp one. So what we do, we're going to plug it in. One other thing I would say as well, you can hang it on the wall. I mean, it does sit here like this. If I just show you that like that before I turn it on, it hasn't got a stand, which probably would come in handy because if you just caught it, you're probably going to knock it over. So wherever you put it, make sure it's not going to get touched, kind of thing. Somewhere kind of like it's not going to easily get tapped and knocked over, because it will go over quite easy, as you can see. But you can hang it up on the wall, but I wouldn't go too high, because the problem is what you got, as you'll see when I turn it on, is that there comes, it hasn't come on. It's this power brick, hasn't livened up, kind of thing. That's it. There you go. You can see you can have a lead dangling down the wall like that. So it's all right just off, maybe a shelf off or something like that. Just ain't too much of a long lead. But if it's too long, it's going to look a bit unsightly, maybe. Shame they didn't do a battery version. But as you can see, the battery version isn't going to last long, because this power brick only lasts about a day. So as you can see, when you turn it on, let's just turn it round here first. You just got 3 things here. You've got the 5 volt 1 amp adapter socket there, and you've got a plus and minus, and that is it. That's all you got. Like I say, you've got a little thing to stick it on the wall if you wanted to, at the back, a little clip there, kind of thing, that you can put a nail in the wall, screw in the wall, and hold it on the wall with. Comes on, it says it's 12 o'clock, and it will start ticking now. It actually starts ticking, but at the moment it's about 2 o'clock. So what I'm going to do is set it for 2 o'clock. To do that, I'm just going to do the plus, and as you can see, it starts going through. I'm going to slow it down so you can see how it actually works, what it actually displays. This is what you get. You get the time every 5 minutes, like so. I'm just going to flick through so you can see how it would change. If I move my hand out of the way completely, you may be on a bit of a tween here, but you'll get an idea of how it would go. So we're going to get it up to 2 o'clock. Get in there, get in there, get in there. And now it says it's 2 o'clock, which is roughly the time now. So whether I'm going to do another 5 minutes worth of video for you to see it change, maybe not. I may just advance it. But what I'm going to say is, like here now, do excuse me, is that it's got a quite bright display. The display's quite bright. Hopefully the camera's picking that up. And at night it can be quite bright, very bright kind of thing on that kind of scale. So if you're looking directly at it, it can be quite bright. It's a shame it hasn't got a little dimmer in it. But that would be the only drawback, I would say, with this clock. Obviously it has got another drawback. It's only going to be accurate to 5 minutes. So even though it's 2 o'clock now, it could come to 2:04 and 59 seconds, and it's still going to say 2 o'clock. So if you're one for time, it's got to be spot on, then maybe this ain't the clock for you. Or as a present for someone that needs the time spot on. But if you've got someone that's not too fussed if it's 5 minutes out, now you could tinker around with it. You could actually set this wrong by 2.5 minutes. So if you work it out, you'll only be 2.5 minutes out. You'll either be 2.5 minutes, it won't say the correct time, you'll be 2.5 minutes early, kind of thing, or 2.5 minutes late. You could do it like that, kind of put it in between. Or if you set it correctly, as the time is now, you could be up to 5 minutes out, or 4 minutes 59 seconds out. But saying that, it is a unique kind of clock, really, and it's not that expensive. These are quite cheap, they're not expensive for a kind of gimmicky, unusual kind of clock for a present or something like that. I think this fits the bill. It is quite unique and different. I mean, I've got a flip clock, they're pretty good, and I've had one of them little tube ones, Nixie tube ones as well, which are pretty good, but they're a lot more money, well, especially the Nixie tube one, than this. And for what it is, it's quite gimmicky, and I've put it up on the wall next to my PC, And yeah, I'll stop looking at my PC now. I used to look at my PC to see what the time was, and I'll just quickly look up because I can continue what I'm doing at the PC. I haven't got to look at the bar down the bottom or anything like that. I can still see the time. It's coming up to 5, I say 5 minutes out, but I'm happy enough with that. I've got a rough idea within 5 minutes of what the actual time is. So what I'm going to do is just flick through a few more times, I think, because I'm not going to wait 5 minutes, just to give you some more ideas of how it's actually going to go in the sequence. We'll go up to 4 o'clock or something like that, maybe. Gives you an idea. It's only a 12-hour clock, by the way. Only goes up to 12, then it obviously comes back again. So hopefully that's giving you some idea of how it would flick through. Obviously every 5 minutes it would do this. But like I say, there's a way of setting it. I can't remember if you've got to put it 2.5 minutes fast or 2.5 minutes slow. Then you'll only be 2.5 minutes out at the current time. You'll be a bit nearer than the 5 minutes. Anyway, well, I said 4 o'clock, I've gone up to 5, we'll go up to 6 o'clock, and we'll call that a day, I think. Gives you an idea of how it all works. Like I say, dead on, looking dead face on it, they can be a bit bright at night, them LEDs behind, because it is by LED. But if you had it a slight angle, something from you, say you was over a different position looking at it, if I do an angle of it, saying you're looking at this kind of angle or something like that, maybe that would dim down a bit. But it's mainly at night. During the day it's fine, just at night in a room that's dark, it is quite bright. But obviously if you've got a lit room at night, it's not that bright, it's okay. Anyway, for you to make your mind up if maybe it's a present or something you want to give someone, I just thought I'd show you it all in action and everything, give you an idea of what you get. But don't use a battery pack, best to plug it in the mains. Anyway, to the next video, thanks for watching.